We didn't, I don't know anybody that did too much thinking about it. We thought it was probably going to happen, and we didn't worry about it. But at our age group, I was 21, you didn't worry about anything anyway.
And then do you recall prior to December 7th, 1941, what the overall feeling was in the United States towards the military?
Well, I don't, because I spent 9 months in Panama and then went over to the British West Indies, so I'd been out of the States most of 41.
And then you had said you were out of the States when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor.
Right.
Can you tell us what you recall from on that date, December 7th, 1941, and hearing that the United States was attacked?
Well, actually, we didn't know. We were on St. Lucia Island, and back then you got all your messages and everything by code, CW. So we got some mixed up messages. It was about 2 days before we really knew what had happened. So we didn't get any immediate notification. And so it took about 2 days before we really knew Pearl Harbor had been hit.
And then what was the reaction at that point in time?
I don't know any specific reaction. Of course, we were all, just like everybody else, pretty darn peed off about it. And we assumed that we were going to have to get even with them.
And did the military recall you from St. Lucia at that point in time?
No, I had put in for pilot training. I was a radio operator at that time. I put in for pilot training and went down to Trinidad and caught a civilian ship back to New Orleans to go to Texas for pilot training.
And then where in Texas did you train?
Well, it started in Kelly Field and then went up to Bonham, Sam Rayburn's hometown, then Sherman, Texas, and then graduated from Lake Charles, Louisiana in fighter school.
And did you train for any particular plane at that point in time, either a bomber or a fighter?
Well, actually, I went through fighter training at Lake Charles, but I luckily ended up in B-25s by pure luck. When I got to Colorado Springs, my first assignment after I got my wings was Colorado Springs in a P-38 outfit, but they only had one P-38, so I started flying B-25s to get some time in the air, and in March they said anyone who could fly a B-25 off to Columbia, South Carolina for combat training and then over to the Pacific.
And around what date was that? Was that in 1942 or?
In March of 42.